Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about food intolerance test, and you'll actually see at the end of this video how I make this test live. So I'm about to do food intolerance test, which looks like this. It's a home test kit, and I know some people might say, well, is it good to make these tests at home, or do you have to go to some laboratory? So I'm going to tell you that Lorisium tests, they have 30 years of experience with scientific recommendations. These tests are hospital standards, so whatever you have done in hospital, this is the same standard, so you don't have to be afraid that these tests are they won't give you good results, etc, etc. So I'm going to tell you now why I decided to do such tests, mainly because I'll tell you about my problems. So first of all, my main problem was migraines, and throughout the years, I've noticed, I thought that gluten might be causing my migraines. So I started getting rid of gluten from my diet. Obviously, I'm not 100% gluten-free because I'm not obsessed like this. And if I go somewhere and there's a little bit of something that contains gluten, I'm gonna eat it, and I'm not gonna say no. Obviously at home I don't have any gluten, I don't cook with gluten, and I'm fine with that. I feel much better for it. Loads of people always ask me, why am I gluten-free? This is one of the reasons. I suffered from migraines since I was a child, ever since I remember, even when I was 9 years old. My dad has migraines as well, so I suffer with them as well. And if you ever suffered with a migraine pain, this is such a terrible pain to go through, and it is terrible to go through. Anyway, I decided I would have done anything to get rid of those migraines from my life. And I actually had points in my life when I had migraine for 4 months, non-stop, almost every day, and I didn't know what the reason was. I tried acupuncture, I tried so many different things. So I got rid of gluten, and actually my migraines improved. But I noticed it was actually this year. We've got October now, so back in March when my hay fever started, I actually quit dairy because dairy produces more mucus. It's really not good for hay fever. So I noticed after a while that I actually stopped having migraines, and I did not actually connect this quitting dairy with it until I ate some, I think it was halloumi cheese if I'm correct, obviously dairy. Next day I woke up with terrible migraine, and then I started thinking, what did I eat different than what I was eating in the last few months? And it was dairy. And I was like, you know what, this is amazing, because every time since that time I ate a little bit of dairy, next day I would wake up 100% with migraine. So this is me sort of trial and error throughout the years, what I've noticed that might be causing problems with my body. I also recently started getting these asthma attacks, which I had before asthma, exercise-induced asthma. I never used the inhaler because I never wanted to use it, which again, you can once you know what you're intolerant to, what can be causing your asthma or any other sort of things like constipation, fatigue, because these all can be symptoms of intolerance, food intolerance. So it's really good to get a test done like this, because obviously you can try to find out throughout the years what you can eliminate some stuff from your diet, and you can see what causes you not to feel your best. But if you do a test like this, it will just save you time, and you can just straight away get into, reorganizing your foods in your diet. Anyway, I decided to do the test that is 150 plus, which tells you, this gives you all the option, like all the foods that, all the possible foods. So what I'm thinking, so now I'm telling you that I'm thinking dairy and gluten are the problem with me. And as well, they say quite often that when you crave something, that food gives you, that you're intolerant to it. So I always crave tomatoes, and I always crave cashew nuts. So we'll see if this causes me any problems, or this is just my craving and that's it. So these are the things that I'm thinking. So you'll see how I'm making the test. One more thing I wanted to add is that I started working with our partner with Floresian, and I actually will be we will be selling those tests through our website. Also, these tests have 30 years experience, and with scientific recommendations. As I said, these tests are hospital standard, so whatever you do get done in hospital, this is pretty much the same, so you can trust those tests. And I'm really happy to recommend those. You'll see how easy it is to get it done, and how easy it is to read the results. And I believe that if you have problems, if you suffer from any sort of problems such as constipation, asthma, mood swings, tiredness, headaches, depression, eczema, it can be actually stopping you from losing weight if you have a food intolerance. So all these problems can be connected to food intolerance, so I really highly recommend this product. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna show you how this test is done, and please watch, look out for future videos when I'm going to be talking about once I receive the results, and more about this testing. If you have any questions, please leave comments below this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.